guys, B.Fly here. Thank you so much for joining me again today. As you can see, this is a Harley Quinn Halloween makeup tutorial, and I just thought to myself, I was like, well, I haven't really seen a half Harley Quinn, half skull makeup look around anywhere, so I mean, I'm sure there probably is, but I haven't seen it done quite like this. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna film it, even if it doesn't come out perfect, or this is the first time I'm doing a skull makeup look. So yes, I feel like it came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this look, and so I hope you guys like it too. It was pretty fun filming this little intro you saw before this. So yes, I hope you guys like this, and if you want to see how to get this, then just keep watching. So I'm starting off with a clean face, and I know the wig is probably going to be distracting. Oh well, moving on. Just going to clip my hair back to get it out of my face. Yes, we know, got played. So I'm just gonna fill my pores with the Porefessional and just priming my face. That way when we go in with the makeup, it's not, your pores are not showing through. I'm gonna start with white face paint from the Halloween store. And I'm just putting that on the back of my hand, and I'm just taking a large foundation or concealer brush, one that can cover a large area of the face faster. And I'm just going to apply that and kind of map it out and get a base down. And as you can see, it's kind of showing a little streaky at first, so we'll go back later and apply more to make it more opaque and more white. So like I said, I'm just going to apply the white everywhere that I'm not going to be applying the black. So I'm just kind of mapping out how I'm going to do this whole skull thing, and I'm just kind of looking at reference pictures as well, so that can help you by looking at reference pictures. And also check out Crispy and Desi Perkins on YouTube. I'm sure y'all are familiar with them, but they do really good skull makeup, so I'm sure they can be a lot better on explaining how to do this. I'm just taking like a small to medium brush and a black face paint from the Halloween store, and I'm just going to kind of paint on my nose, as you see there. And then I'm taking a smaller brush to kind of really define that tip of the nose there. Going back to that brush I was using to kind of paint on the nose, I'm going to kind of paint on the inside of my lips, and then I'm taking just any black liquid liner, and I'm just using that felt tip that it comes with to kind of draw out my mouth, as you see here. And next I'm going to just take a smaller, more defined brush and use some of that black eyeliner, because I felt like that black would show up a little more and be easier to work with. And I'm kind of just mapping out my skull, and I'm looking at reference pictures to kind of help me. Going back to that brush I was using for the nose and taking black face paint and just kind of painting in the in between the lines. So now for the fun part and the hardest part, the teeth. I'm taking a very small like eyeliner brush, and I'm taking that black eyeliner just because, like I said, it'll be easy to work with, and kind of just using my actual teeth as guidance for creating these lines. So that's what I'm doing here. And doing it on the bottom as well, the exact same thing that I did at the top. When you're drawing the actual teeth, this is kind of tough. It was tough for me. I had to kind of practice before this, but it has been explained to kind of draw like a Hershey kiss, and that can kind of help, you know, kind of look like teeth. Just right here, defining the line with black face paint, and then taking a brush that looks like this, like a fluffy type of brush, and just taking the white face paint and adding some dimension, as you see there. And then I am just taking any black eyeshadow, you can use whatever you have, and just kind of defining the teeth. So I'm going in between each tooth and adding eyeshadow to kind of help it pop out a little more, and then going back with that brush that I used for the nose and adding black face paint around the eye and around the temple as well. So I'm just taking like a small to medium sized brush and taking the white face paint and kind of putting the white face paint around the other areas that I did not put the black. So just kind of defining there, as you see, and just kind of adding it, you know, the bottom of my eye there for dimension. And I'm going back to that very first brush and kind of adding more of that white you saw there, just to kind of, you know, make it more opaque. And I just took a black eyeshadow and just kind of placing it around the, you know, areas that I put black to make it not so shiny, and also for, you know, just to make it more pigmented and more black. And then I just took a black eyeliner and just kind of put it on my waterline. And then I'm just taking like a pencil brush and just taking light and dark brown just to kind of add some more dimension to the face. And for shading, and as you see here, I'm just taking like a translucent powder and just adding it to the black spots because it was still looking glossy and I wanted to look more matte. And I'm just taking that really small eyeliner brush and black eyeliner and just making cracks in the skull, as you see here. And that is pretty much it for the skull side, guys. Moving on to the Harley Quinn side. So I'm just taking any foundation, putting it on the back of my hand, as you see there, and then I'm going to add the white cream makeup because, as you notice, Harley Quinn is more on the pale side, and I guess they make her like that on purpose. So I wanted to be a little bit lighter than I am, even though I'm pretty light as well. So I'm just adding that to my face with the Morphe sponge. You can use whatever you have. I was noticing it was kind of rubbing off on some spots, so I just actually went back with a foundation brush, and then that seemed to work a lot better. Just going back with that concealer foundation brush I was using earlier, and I'm kind of just mending both sides together, kind of, you know, mixing each side. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I am going in and just kind of filling in the eyebrows, and I'm gonna do it kind of messily because I noticed her eyebrows are not perfect. Then I just went in with a blue face paint, and I was noticing it was like it was not pigmented at all. It was not good. So I just actually am taking here the Bee Sting ColourPop eyeliner, and I'm just kind of messily going in and just kind of looking at a reference picture once again, and just kind of, you know, drawing lines. And then I'm just kind of like using my finger just to kind of dab and make it look a lot messier. And here I'm just taking a small eyeshadow brush and just taking the black eyeshadow again, just kind of defining, you know, close to the lash lines. And then as you see here, just kind of making it look a little bit more dirty around the eye and smeared. And so here I am just taking the black eyeliner and drawing the small heart. Yes guys, I know the heart is on the other side, don't freak out. But I wanted to kind of add something there, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna add the heart there, and I'm just kind of taking a bronzer and just kind of chiseling out the cheeks a little bit, and as well as the temples, and then just adding any mascara there to the top and bottom lashes. And I'm taking Mary Jo K from the Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm just kind of smearing the lipstick to make it, you know, look how she did in the movie. So as you see here, like, I'm just kind of like, you know, messing with it, and you know, just kind of manipulating it how I see fit. So it's up to you guys, however you want to do it, but that is pretty much it. What do you guys think? Half skull, half Harley Quinn. I think it came out pretty good for like my first official Halloween tutorial, and me never even doing a skull before in my entire life. I say make it your own. Don't worry about, oh, it has to look a certain way, it has to be perfect. Be creative. And just remember guys, it doesn't have to be exactly like this, or do your own thing and have fun with it. And also keep in mind, you know, if it's the first time you're doing like face makeup, you're not sure how to do it or whatever, practice first, like before the Halloween party or before Halloween. Go and practice, that way when you are really gonna do the makeup for you to go out and show people, then you will feel comfortable and you won't be feeling like frantic or like, oh, like this is not coming out, you know, feeling like getting upset or frustrated that it's not coming out how you want it. Just practice, 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 and I'm sure it'll come out really great. And make it your own. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it's supposed to be fun, so, you know, because I know this is not perfect, you know, but I made it my own. So this wig, I got it out of the Halloween store. It's not that great. Also, I added this choker, and it doesn't say pudding on it, you know, so, and I made my own shirt. I printed this out and added it on the shirt, so it doesn't have, you don't have to go out and buy every single Harley Quinn thing to make this work. As far as the wig, I bought the blonde wig from the Halloween store, and it's like the Suicide Squad hair dye, so I just put it in myself, and I just kind of let it sit for a few hours just to kind of let it dry and sit there, and that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and like this video if you liked it. See y'all in my next video. Bye.